Hey guys, it's Colin from the Dynamic Beaver, and today I'm really excited to show you a complete customization of the Beaver Builder standard theme with a plugin called CSS Hero. And what this is going to do is going to allow you to change the colors of menus, positions of menus, the background of the header, and a whole bunch of other things without writing a single line of code. It's really cool. So what we need to do first of all is you need to install the CSS Hero plugin. Okay, you'll have to go over and purchase it. I'm afraid it's not a free plugin, but it's definitely worth the money, and you're going to see why in a minute. Okay, so I've got it installed. I'm just going to activate it, and we're going to go back to my front page and refresh. So we're starting off with the standard Beaver Builder theme here with this Beaver Builder colors and stuff like that. And right over here is the CSS Hero, and it comes up with a little icon. Now, right now, out of the box, when you install the plugin, it doesn't have a clue what any of these are, any of these elements in the Beaver Builder theme are, and they need to be programmed into it. So what I did is I spent a good day earlier on this week, and I basically mapped out all the elements in the Beaver Builder theme. So I'm going to paste something in here that I'm going to give to you later on. And if we save those settings, now if we turn this target on, okay, and I go over, as you can see, it now knows where all the elements are in the theme. So I can target any one of these and choose to change the color. For example, this is the title header. If I go over here and look at that's the actual name in Beaver Builder CSS for it. Okay, it's the FLPost title, and it's actually a link, so that's what the A is on the end. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to choose the text. I'm going to change the color to something really bright. There you go. Look at that red, and that is as easy as that. If I want to change the size of it, I can also go over here. You can see it's set 30 pixels right now. If I go over here, I can increase that or decrease it. I'm going to leave it back at 30. There's a reason that those guys have got it at that size in the first place. But I can also change the weight because we're on a aerial stance. I'm on a 400. If I want to make that bold, I can do that. You can see it's really cool, isn't it? Anyway, I'm going to leave it on the basic one. I'm actually going to cancel that because I don't want to change the colors. It's gone back to black. And we're going to concentrate on doing one thing at a time. So we're going to start off, we're going to create a fictional site, and it's going to be based on adventures. And as you can see, the name of it is called Pixel Adventures. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the Beaver Builder theme settings, and I am going to, so I go to Appearance, Theme Settings. I'm going to change that logo to something that is a graphic logo as opposed to a text logo. So I'm going to choose image. I've already got an image uploaded here. You can't see it very well because it's on a white background, but you'll understand shortly. Okay, so I'm going to click on replace. Oops, actually I should have just clicked on there. So this is the image I've got. You'll see it better once it's on a different color background, but I'm going to save settings. And I'm going to come to my front end again, and let's have a look. It's changed the, it should have changed the text there. There we go. We've got a logo. You can't see it. There's a whole bunch of white in here right now. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change the background color of the header here. Well, not the background color. I'm actually going to put an image in there. But on the way, I'm just going to show you a really cool effect. So I'm going to click on here to target this. I'm going to target this now. There's several areas in here, and this is going to take a little bit of experimenting on your part until I finalize all the settings for this. But if you click somewhere in the header, like there, for example, I actually know that this is the page header section that I'm changing, okay, as opposed to the header container. Let's say I'm going to click on that. I'm going to go to background. Okay, now one of the cool things here, I can change the color of the background if I want to, just like that. You see how easy that was? Okay, and that is the background color changed. Wow, so easy, right? But I'm not going to do that, so I'm just going to go up here and cancel that out. One of the other cool things you can do is you can add a gradient to the background. So let me just make that back. That's also now transparent. Okay, so we're just going to put it back to white. Okay, there we go. But I can add a gradient. Okay, so let's choose a gradient color. I know we're down here. Let's just go something a little bit more. There we go. You can see now I've got a green at the top, which is this dark one here. I'm going down to white, but if I choose a lighter or a darker color, lighter color of green, you'll see that I get a better effect there like that. And that's a gradient added. That's how easy it is. But we're not going to add the gradient, so I'm just going to take that off of there. So nothing there right now. And I'm going to go and choose an image. So let me choose this. I'm going to go to my media library. And this is a demo. I'm going to give some tutorials on this a little bit more in detail, but right now it's just a quick demo. I have an image uploaded already. It's actually 1100 by 200. 200 is the height, so that's something we want to make a note of. I'm going to put it in there, and as you can see, I've now got an image. Now you can see the logo. The only problem is I don't think it's quite tall enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the size. I'm still in that page header, and I'm going to increase that a little bit to, well, it should be 200. So let's go to, I can actually type that in there, and we've got 200. There we go. Oops. All right, let's get this on 200 exactly. All right, and there we go. So it's at 200, perfect. I'm going to click save at this point. Okay, you don't have to, you can keep on going, but I've just got a save point right there. Now I'm going to target this logo because I don't like the position of it. And what I'm going to do, it is under the image logo here. So I'm just going to change the margins on it a little bit. So I'm going to bring the top down a little bit. There we go. And you can get rid of that one in there. And we'll leave it just there where it is actually. I like it there. So that's that done. And next I'm going to tackle this menu over here. Now I don't want the menu over there. I want it actually underneath over here. So I'm going to click save over here. Okay, and I'm going to go back to my theme settings, and I'm going to change the menu from right to bottom. Okay, and in the right side I'm going to put my text and social icons. So I'm going to have a number, and the obviously the social icons are going to pop up. So I'm going to save that. You'll see what I mean in a minute. And we'll go back over to that front end. Okay, now we're going to have a menu below the header. Okay, and it's cut off my header a little bit, but that's okay. I've got the social icons and I got a phone number. Okay, so that's the text element that we put into that right side there. So let's tackle the menu first of all, because I don't want the menu white going up over there. So once again, you just have to kind of select the area that you're looking for. Okay, and in this case, we are looking for the nav wrap, which is that one there. And if we go to our background and choose a color and then choose the transparent, you can see that we've got transparent background now. Now we've got a border on the top of there. You can see I think we've got a border on the top and the bottom actually. So if we just go to our border on this one, take that down to 0, there you can see we've got rid of our borders. Okay, I'm going to save that. I just like to save things as I go along here. Okay, the positioning is out a little bit, so I'm just going to go back and retarget the menu items. Okay, I know this is top one over here. As I said, it's just a little bit of messing around on that. And we are going to go to our margins again. And this time I'm just going to bring the top one down a little bit. So I just want to keep it in that black area there, as you can see. Okay, and you'll notice that I'm only moving the menu itself, not the search icon over here. We'll take care of that in a minute. But let's go back. I want to make that stand out a little bit more. So I'm going to go and choose the orange in my logo over there. I'm going to select that with my little color picker there. And I'm going to go to the color here. And I'm going to delete what's in there. And I'm going to paste in. There we go. We've got nice orange. But it's not quite as bright as I want it. So I'm just going to go back there for a second. Back in. Font size, I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Okay, and for some reason that color's not coming through properly. I don't know if the opacity is set right. Let's have a quick look. I'm not sure why that's not quite coming through as bright as what I wanted. But you know what? I don't like it that I'm going to make it white. Okay, there we go. Now, you know what? There's the opacity. Okay, so let's go back and put up our color back up here again. I was happy with that orange. And so I'm just going to go back up there. Control V. That's all. There we go. Much better. Now I've got the. I missed that down there before. It's the opacity is right down there. So it's at 99, and there we go. 100. So perfect. Got a menu down there. Now as I hover over them, there's no hover over effect. But if I go up here, there's a little section here saying hover. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the background again. I'm going to choose white for the hover color. Okay. So that's selected. Now if I go over and hover over it, you can see that turn to white. Perfect. Now I also want a selected option. So what I've got to do with this one is I've got to target the actual the selected part of the menu, and none of these are selected right now. So I'm going to save it right there. Okay. As you can see, I'm going to click on the About, bring up the About page. This is the old About page, but as you can see, my selected is blue. So I'm just going to go in there and select that one now. You can see that it says Current Menu Item up here. Okay, and I'm going to select that one. We're going to make that one, I think when it's selected, I think we should have it white. There we go. Perfect. And we'll save that. Okay, so now you can see we go over there, and each one we select is selected there. We'll just leave it on that one. Actually, we can just go home over here and back to where we were before. Okay, so we're getting somewhere with the header now, and I'm going to sort out these this text over here, and we mustn't forget the search icon. But we're going to change the colors of these social icons, and we're also going to do some page building as well. So let's get back in real quick. I'm going to get my targeting tool. I'm going to choose the text there, and I think I'm going to make that, I'm just going to put it black. I think it's going to be a good solid black. It'll stand out. There we go. And I'm going to increase the size a little bit. I'm just going to make it a little tiny bit bigger because I want it to stand out. There we go. Perfect. Now if we target the social icons, okay, and as I said, this is more of a demo than anything else. I'm going to choose the orange color again for the social icon. So let's go in here and select all this. I won't let you select it, but you have to. So I'm going to do that. I still had it. Doesn't look very good, does it? Like that. You know what? I'm going to keep that as the hover cover. So as you hover over it, I'm going to go back over here and put that back in there. Okay, so that's the hover cover sorted out. Now I want to go back to the normal color, and I want to make it, I would say, probably black. I think it's going to go better with black. There we go. That's much better. I like that. So that is the social icons taken care of. As you can see, when I hover over them, they go orange. But maybe we should get those going white. I'm going to leave it as is for now. But I'm going to save that. Okay, I'm going to take care of this little icon down here. It's also registered within CSS Hero. You can actually change this as well, but I'm just going to target this little nav icon. Okay, I'm going to change that to a nice white. There we go, beautiful. And I'm going to actually just move it up a little bit. So I'm going to put a little bit of margin on the bottom. No, actually that doesn't work, does it? I'm going to reduce the top margin a little bit. So there we go. Beautiful, just to put it in line with this. It stands out really nice over there now. Now back to changing that search. So if we click on here, we can change the background of this. So I'm going to change the background of this to a, I'm going to actually put it as no color. I'm going to leave it transparent. As you can see everything underneath now, but there is some kind of border shadow around it. So I'm going to find where that is, and I think it's in the extra under box shadow, and there is a border box or a box shadow there. I want to remove that. So I think if we take this opacity down to nothing, there you go. Actually, no, that's the whole box, so that won't work. Let's leave that for now. I'll have to have a look into that a little bit deeper, but there is a shadow around it. So we'll go back into the background. Put it as transparent again. Okay, and we're going to save that. That box you can see below. Okay, but if I click on that now, it's showing the box below. We've got a bit of a border on top there. I don't like that border, so I'm going to fix that right now. Let's go in there and click on border. and we see we've got 3 pixels. There we go. Got rid of the border. Perfect. And border's gone. Brilliant. Okay, so that's that done. And now we are ready to start building our page. So that was the header done. As you can see, it didn't take very long to do that at all. It took us about 15 minutes, and I'm explaining it. So let's actually go in and start creating a page. We don't need the CSS Hero anymore, but just to show you what it can do and what we've targeted just before I do go, I've targeted pretty much every item on here. So for example, you can change the color of your comments account there, and the author, and then obviously the post data, and you can change any of these items over here. So they're all pre-programmed, and when you get the CSS Hero, you'll need to get the code from me, but no big deal. I'm giving that code to you free of charge. So it will be something you just need to put in, and then you'll get all the functionality of this. So for example, the footer there, we can change the color of the footer if we want. Why don't we just go and do that real quick? So the footer, I'm going to change to background. I'm going to just put it as a black. I think that will go nicely over there. Okay, so there's the header. The footer is now black. Now I've got to target that text there. Okay, and now we got that text target. I'm going to make that white. Well, actually, you know what? We'll go with our orange again, I think, because that suits the menu. So let's go with our orange. I've still got it programmed in there. Perfect. And I'm going to make that a little bit bigger because it awesome. That looks great. Okay, obviously you can put your credits and stuff down there. So I'm going to save everything there. And that is now our basic frame for our theme. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to create a new page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to home. Now home has got nothing there right now. So what I got to do, actually, I've just got to activate the, so I've got pages. I'll go to home. I've got to activate the page builder. It doesn't activate from the front end there. There we go. Right, so we're back on the front end. Okay, we're going to start off with a blank template. I've got absolutely nothing there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a nice kind of hero image at the top there. So I'm going to choose, I don't even need to choose a row because it will come in as the default. I'm going to put a photo in there. Okay, and I'm going to select a photo from my media library. Now I've uploaded some photos here already with some stuff in mind here. So I'm going to choose the Monument Valley image. Okay, and what I've got is I've got it stretched over there. I want to actually, you know what, this is in the wrong place. So I'm going to cancel. I'm going to choose this for the row. I'm going to add content. I'm going to add a row. Oops, sorry, one column should I say. Okay, there we go. Now I want to add the I want to add that image to the background of the row. So the type background is going to be a photo. I'm going to select the photo, Monument Valley, perfect. Put that in there. And as you can see, we've actually got the picture in there. But I'm going to have to do a little bit of moving around here. So right now it's set to scroll, which is okay. We can leave it on scroll. And we'll just leave it like that for now, because I've got some things I'm going to put in there. So the next thing I need to do is I need to add a header. I want something to come in here and say what's going on. What do we do? Okay. So for example, I'm going to, I don't know, I'm going to put in, are you ready? Let's do this. Okay, there we go. Put that in. And are you ready for a challenge? Let's put it in the center. I'm going to change it to H1. Okay, I'm just going to move that this way so you can see it. Okay, and I'm going to leave it like that. I can change the text color in this if I want to white. Okay, but I could have done that in the row heading too. So are you ready for a challenge? Perfect. Save. All right. Next one I need to do is put a subheading underneath there. So I don't know, I'll just choose, I'll put another heading underneath there actually. I'm just going to put it in a H3 right underneath there. and I'm going to put, you know what, I'm going to put some lorem ipsum in there. Let's just do that. There we go. And same thing again, we've got to center it. We'll leave it at an H3 and we'll put some color in there. We'll do it white again. I'm just doing this blind a little second. So let's just move that up a little bit. Maybe we'll make this one a little bit bigger. I don't think that's big enough. So we're going to just first of all just going to move this up. I'm going to get rid of the top margin. I'm going to put that at 0. So that's good. I'm going to save that. I'm going to go back into this one over here. And I'm going to do the style. The H1 is not big enough for me, so I'm going to customize that. I'm going to put it at 36. And if we do that, it should be a lot bigger. There we go. Actually, we know what, we can go even bigger. I'm going to go 48 on that one. I want it really nice and big. There, look at that. Perfect. And below we're good, but I'm going to take off the bottom border of, or the bottom margin of this one, so bring it in closer. Actually, you know what? That's probably too much. We should probably just have 10 in there. There we go. Let's click that. Now the problem we've got is my image is obviously not tall enough, so we're going to just go into the row settings, and I'm going to actually add some top padding and some bottom padding. So I'm going to put in, I don't know, like I'm going to say 240. It might be too much. We might have to adjust this, and 240 underneath. Okay, let's have a look. I think that that is probably, yeah, that's probably too much. I want a little bit smaller than that, so I'm going to go 200 on both sides. And 200, I just want to get that ready there. Okay, perfect. And we're going to save that. All right, so are you ready for a challenge? Perfect. All right, so below that, I'm going to put in, I don't know, let's go with some callouts. So I'm going to add some row. I'm going to add 3 columns below, right below that. There we go. And it's in their own row there. And in here, I'm going to put some callouts. So into the advanced modules, and I'm going to put callout 1. If I'm going to create one, and I'm going to copy it. So we're going to call this, let's call this one Mountain Adventures, okay? And where are we at to get out of the way? This, where I'm at 22 minutes, so we're going to try and get through this real quick. So Mountain Adventures, and then I'm just going to put some text in here just to try and get it up. Okay, perfect. I'm going to go to the style. I'm going to center that. The H3 tag I'm going to change to H2 just to make it a little bit bigger. Hopefully that works. Yeah, that's great. And next I'm going to change the image to a icon. Okay, I'm going to go and select the icon. And you know what? I'm looking for, there you go, that one will get mountain. And I'm going to put that above the heading. Okay, that should come up above. I want to change the size of it. It's a little bit small right now, isn't it? So let's make it, I don't know, let's make it 70. How's that look? We could probably make that a little bit bigger. Let's go with 90. That's better. Okay, that's maybe a little bit too big. All right, I'm going to go somewhere in between. I'm going to go with 80. There we go. It's a little bit of, that's better. And the color on that one, you know what? I want to try and pick up a color that's actually in the theme. And so I'm going to get my color picker from up here. And I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to choose something that you can kind of pick up on here. And no, that's not going to be dark enough. I think, you know, black's probably good for this, but let's go with that. So the color, we're going to go down there. Actually, I'm going to make it more or less black. That's better. I think that stands out a bit more. And we're going to save that. Okay, so right there, there we go. Done. What I'll do now is I'm going to copy this twice. Okay. And then I'm going to drag one over to here, and I'm going to drag one over to here. Whoops, the wrong place. nice thing about this, you can just drag it down there. Whoops. And I'm going to have to delete that column because I don't need it there now. And what I'm going to do is just go into these and edit them. So first one, Mountain Adventures. Let's call this one, I don't know, Team Adventures. And then we're going to have to choose a image or icon for a team. Let's have a look. Oh, there you go. That one will work perfectly for a team. All right, so let's just drag that out of the way. Good stuff. I'm not bother about changing the text down there. And we're going to click Save. And next one is going to be, I don't know, what should we call this one? Let's go and choose an icon first, and then we'll come up with a name for it. So I'm going to choose an icon, replace. Let's have a look. You know what? There's a camera right there. Let's choose that camera, shall we? Actually, that's a better camera right there. So let's choose that one. And I'm going to call this one, let's go back to the name. Let's call this one Photo Adventures. Okay. Photo Adventures. Save. All right, perfect. All right, so what we're going to have next, I'm going to put in a horizontal rule below that. So I'm going to add content, and underneath the basic modules, you'll find the separator. So I'm going to add that below here, and I'm just going to reduce the margin on the top down to 0. Okay, and I'm going to put the bottom to 10. Save that. We've got a bit of a gap there. If we don't like that gap, we can actually take some off the row as well. So I'm going to take a little bit off the row. I'm going to move that bottom padding to 10 just to bring that line up a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Next, we're going to do, let's put a title in there for a section. So I'm going to drag a heading down. It's just a single section, so we can put that in. Actually, you know what? We got to put it slightly up there. Just I'm trying to get, there we go. Perfect. And in this heading, I'm going to call it our recent adventures. And we're going to put some images below this. So our recent adventures, I'm going to go with an H2. I don't want to use another H1 on the page. So if you've already put an H1 on the page, don't use another one. It will kill your SEO. And you know what? I'm going to override the actual size on that. I'm going to put this up to 36. Okay, I'm going to leave the color the same. I'm just going to leave it in black for now. And we're going to click on Save. So actually, you know what? I want that below the divider, so I'm just going to drag it below. I'm going to drag this one above. Oops. Sorry, it looks like I've got to drag this one. Sorry, drag this one below. So I'm going to drag it below the, and then put this one over there. Sorry, just trying to get this. There we go. That's perfect. I don't need that column in there, so I'm going to take that out. Right, there we go. And as you can see, we've got quite a large difference there. So I don't want it there. I want it actually just above, and it's there. Did I get that? No, I didn't get it. It's just a matter of getting it. There we go. It's in with the, and I just want to change the separator over. There we go. It's just a little messing around. Perfect. Got it. Okay, so I've got another row below here, which is perfect. And actually, you know what? I'm going to delete that. I'm going to put in another horizontal rule, but instead of actually just create another one, I'm going to duplicate this one, and I'm going to drag it down below. There we go. Perfect. Oops, I'm going to drag one up above and one up below. There. Should have one above and one below. Perfect. All right, so that's that. I'm going to bring my margin on the bottom of this one down to 10. Save. And oops, I got two of those. Don't need that. All right, let's leave it. That looks pretty good. Okay, so on this row here, I'm going to delete that column. All right. It gets a little bit hard until we get some content in there. So I'm going to add, I don't know, let's add four columns on this one. So I want to go right down below that one. There we go. Perfect. All right. And what we're going to do is add a photo in each one. So I'm going to drag a photo into this one. and then I'll probably just copy it from one to the next. So these are going to be our recent adventures. So let's go with that one first of all. And 225 by 50 is perfect. Great. We'll leave that one. All right, and you know what? We could put our caption in underneath there. So we can put a caption. We can put below photo. Okay, and I don't actually have a caption in that one. So you know what? I'm going to leave that one. I'm going to take that out for now. Never. Save. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly copy that and drag it across over here. Quickly copy that. Duplicate it. Drag this one across, and it's easier to do this than it is to just generate the pictures. I can go in and change them after. So put that over there. Now I'm going to go in and quickly replace that photo with balloons. Select the photo, save. Same as this one. Let's click on our wrench, replace the photo, and we're going to go with the motocross. Select the photo, save, and last but not least, we're going to put in one more. And what have we got left? We have got 1, 2, 3 ballooning. What did I miss here? No, we've got 2 of those. Okay, there was a parachuting one here. The parachuting one is not here, so I'm actually going to upload it. And somewhere in here is a parachuting picture. Let's take that off of there. There we go, skydivers. I'm going to drag that in there. I thought I'd done that already. I'm going to select that photo and save. Brilliant. Now I'm going to also add 4 more columns underneath there. So you don't have to do it this way. You could have actually added a caption on there, but I'm going to do it this way just for the sake of this video. So 4 columns, and what I need to do now is basically put a title in there. So I'm just going to drag a heading into that one, right underneath that photo, and I'm going to call this rafting. Okay, and we're going to change that top to 0. Okay, change the style to center. Excuse me. And save. But what I'm also going to do is I'm just going to go into this photo, and I'm actually going to change that bottom to 0 too. That's probably too much, so we're going to put 10 on that one. It's very close. There we go, perfect. All right, so I'm going to copy that now. 1, 2, and 3. So I got 4 copies altogether. I'm just going to drag that one below there. And it might not look right because I've just got to go in and change the settings on the photos, and that one over there. And what I'm going to do is just go here and change this to bottom is 10, just to override that. Save. There you go, that's better. And 10 in this one, really quick. Advanced, bottom margin 10. Save that. And last but not least, on this photo, we're going to change this one down to 10 also, just to keep that close. Okay, perfect. Now I'm just going to change this one to ballooning. That's ballooning, saving. Okay, I don't know what we'll call this one. We'll call this one biking, motorcycling, motorcycle, motorcycling. Okay, save that one. And this one over here, I'm going to choose, I guess, skydiving, yeah. Sky diving. I don't know if that's actually one word, but I don't think it is. It's 2 words. Okay, perfect. And so now we're going to get rid of these columns. I don't need those. I'm going to just delete those. All right, perfect. That's coming on pretty nicely now. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add another horizontal rule. So let's just duplicate this one. I'm going to take that title down. Now, if I'd actually put that in a row, I could have just copied the whole row. But anyway, I'm not going to do that. Bring that down there, and then I'm going to copy the separator one time. And I'm going to drag that one down here. And it might be a little bit hard to see, but I'm just going to put that above. And that's our recent adventures. Perfect. I'm just going to copy this separator and put it below the recent adventures. So drag that down. And as long as we get it below, it'll be there. There we go. Perfect. Now we're going to change this to, I don't know, what our recent adventures, let's call them recent, what recent adventurers said. Let's say that. Okay, what recent adventures are saying. Perfect. Save that. Now then, I'm going to add, we're going to take care of that in a minute. I'm going to add a 4-row section. And I'm going to put some testimonials in here, I think. So we'll do that there. Okay. Now this is a little tricky. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and put this to 33.3. Okay. Save. Perfect. Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to change that. This one I'm going to put to 33.3. Sorry about that. This one's going to be 33.3, and that one's going to be 30.3. This one I'm going to put back to 16.7. You'll see why I'm doing this in a minute, but that's that. And this one over here is going to be 33.3. Okay, save. This one's going to be 33.3. Way too big right now. 3. Save. Okay, and this one is going to be 16.5, 16.7. And I've just done the math. It's just basically 250s, and I'm gonna, there we go, perfect. Now I can just fix that selector. So I'm going to take this one and just drag it below. There we go. And now I've got the section there. So I'm just going to put a little bit of padding on that one, just to stretch it down. Bottom, I kind of messed up before, so I'm going to take that off and just default back to the 20. There we go, perfect. All right, and that one. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to put in some text. I'm going to put in a text editor over here, and I've got a little bit of text already, so we're going to grab text editor. I'm really running over on this. I didn't want it to be this long, but anyway, we're going to come on down. There we go. Put that in there, and I'm going to put some text in here. I've already got it pasted. There we go. And hands, oh, perfect. All right, save that. And this one, you know what? I'm going to copy it like I usually do. Just drag this one over to there. And this time I'm going to just change the text. I'm going to change it to, I'm going to put a girl in the side. We'll put a boy on one side and a girl on one side. So let's do Leah No Fear. There we go. All right, and this one's going to be a photo. So I'm going to drag a photo down there. All right, and it's going to ask me to choose a photo. So let's go and choose a photo. And there we go. Let's choose this guy here. Select the photo. And we don't want the full size. We just want a thumbnail. Okay. 150 by 150 is good. I'm actually going to put a nice little circle crop around this guy and see what it looks like. You'll see, look down there in a second. That looks pretty good, actually. I like that. So I'm going to save that. And that's Han Solo with his adventure. Now let's go and drag a photo in here for Leah No Fear. And let's put that in there. Okay. And let's go choose a photo. And there's Leah. Okay, let's grab her. Let's put that back down to thumbnail size again, and we are going to crop that with a circle. And let's hopefully she comes out okay. Yeah, that's all right. Perfect. Okay, so that is our adventurers. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to add one more section. I'm going to add a row. I'm going to add a single column down here, different row. Now what I want to do with this one is I want to use another image. So I'm going to put on the row settings, I'm going to go with parallax on this one. And I'm going to select a photo. And I'm going to use this guy over here. Put that in. Okay, it doesn't look quite right yet because I don't have any content in there, but it's going to be okay. There we go. That's looking better. And last but not least, I'm going to put a call to action on that section there. So let's just drag a call to action down into that column, put it right in the middle there, and let's get some text in there, shall we? So I don't know, let's get some questions. Let's go and see. Let's just put this in here. I have some text here already, but I want to change that to white in a minute. And then in our section below, we're just going to put some, I don't know, let's just put some lorem ipsum in there. There we go, perfect. But I'm just going to change that to white. So I'm going to click save. I could do it in the style there, but actually let's just do it there in the style. Let's go to style, choose the text color. I'm going to leave that. Text color is going to be white, and it might be overridden by the row settings, but let's have a look. There we go, perfect. And that is pretty much done except for the button. Button color, background color. Let's go and make that orange, shall we? Trying to get this finished up real quick. Okay, you know what? Like that really orange. It's not quite the orange. I probably should have gone and got the orange that I got before, but just for the sake of getting this done real quick, let's choose the hover color of black, and we'll change the text color to white. So quickly grab white there and grab white there. Okay, perfect. And let's get the button structure, the font size. I'm going to just increase that to 18 just to make it a little bit more clear. There we go. I like that. Perfect. And save. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here and actually click done and publish the changes. And we're going to have a look at it. Okay. So there's our website done. This doesn't quite look so good, but we could have a better transgression from here to here, but I just wanted to show you how we use the CSS Hero. I've got some more videos coming up on it. Okay, I got to fix that menu up there a little bit because it does disappear, but for now it was getting the background menu up here fixed is what I want. But you know what we can do? We can go up here and we can choose CSS Hero, and I'm going to show you how I can just fix that background there that just came up. So if I scroll, now I can actually select it, okay, once it's actually running again. See, I've got this header section here, okay, and it's this bit here that I need to change. So the header fixed, and all I need to do is go into the size and reduce that down to there, click save. And if I come down, scroll up now, you can see we fixed it all. So that is that fixed, and I've got my menu set up there. What I need to do is actually change the background of this up here. So let me just go into that and do that again, because the problem is our logo's disappearing, right? So I'm just going to go into my settings again. Okay. And I know that this one is the header wrap background. We're going to change that to black. Then I would have to change the menu, but that's okay. We'll save that. And now if we scroll up, we've got the black. So later date, I can show you how to go in and dress, but it's the same thing. Basically, we would adjust that menu, but that's how we do it. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'm going to cut it off right there. There will be more videos coming up about using CSS Hero with the Beaver Builder theme, but this was really a quick demo that turned into a long demo. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, bye.